A pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome into high school basketball on Hometown Media. Tonight, we've got a doubleheader of the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament as the Angola Lady Hornets square off against Lakeland in Game 1. That'll be followed by the boys' matchup between the Lakeland Lakers and the Angola Hornets. And the winners tonight will move on to the semifinals tomorrow night at a location to be determined by the boys' winner. If Lakeland wins, they would go to either West Noble or Eastside. If Angola wins, the games tomorrow night would be back at the Hive in Angola. Take a look at the girls' game. Angola comes in 11-5 on the season, averaging 51.8 points per ball game. Meanwhile, Lakeland 8-9 on the season, as the girls are about ready to head down the home stretch. And as you would expect, with a nearly 500 record, their offense and defensive average is nearly identical. They score 43.5 points a game, and they give up 43.3 points per game. We are just minutes away from getting action underway here tonight in Lakeland, and we'll come back with the starting lineups and the tip-off. It's straight ahead. You're watching high school basketball. It's the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament on Hometown Media.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the
Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
This is where I work.
But this place,
it's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
The people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
Contemporary, they do it all from collision repair to Angola 260-665 at Lakeland as the Hornets and Lakers are about to do battle in the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament. We'll have our national anthem and then the starting lineups to get us underway tonight here from Lakeland. And now our national anthem. Tonight for Angola and Lakeland, and the first of two here tonight in the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament as the Angola Hornets square off with the Lakeland Lakers. Winner will move on to the semifinals tomorrow night and play the winner of the West Noble Eastside game, and that game would either be at Angola, Eastside, or Lakeland, depending on who gets the win out of those three. If Angola wins, they would host. And the tap is controlled by Lakeland, and the Lakers will go on the attack first. Carlson works the dribble up top. Crossover as she works it against Stockamp. Ball knocked away, right back to Carlson. Bounce pass inside and a whistle, and the first foul of the ball game is going to go against Angola. Angola started with Vanderwall, Savick, Holman, Stockamp, and Sutton. Canedo, Ryan, Carlson, Bowman, and Huppenthal for the Lakers. Here's a spot up three for Carlson in the corner. That's an air ball. The rebound comes down to Angola. Quick outlet to Vanderwall. Spins in the paint. Missed the layup, and Lakeland's got the rebound. Canedo came away with it, then has it taken away by Savick. She'll put it off the glass and in, and Angola grabs the early 2-0 lead. And another steal by the Hornets, and then they'll turn it over. Of course, Angola coming off that thrilling win over DeKalb on Saturday, a game they got out to a 2-0 lead and then fell behind, and they didn't have the final lead or the lead again in that game until the very end. Here's the shot on the other end that's up and good from Caitlin Ryan. Stella Stockamp got the bucket with just over 8 seconds to go to give Angola the 2-point lead. So they led at the beginning and the end, and they trailed the entire game in between. Here's Savick between the circles. Now kicking out right side. Vanderwall got an open look for three. It's no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's pulled out of there by Lakeland. Canedo gets it into the front court with a left-handed dribble to Carlson on the left wing. This is Huppenthal with it. Bounce pass down low, spin in the paint, and the shot no good from Caitlin Ryan, but she's fouled and she'll shoot two. Sutton picks up her second foul here in the first quarter, so we'll see what Coach Kayla Walker decides to do. Free throws up and good. First lead of the night for Lakeland. Second one up, and it's good, and all 4 points for Caitlin Ryan and the Lakeland Lakers. Lakers in the zone. Angola tries to throw it down underneath it to Savick. She had it slapped away, scrum for the ball, and it's a held ball. And now they're going to call a foul on Lakeland. That'll be the first foul of the game against Lakeland, and it'll go against Mackenzie Carlson. And Kayla Walker going to have to go to her bench after Sutton picked up those 2 fouls. Hadley Pocock has checked into the ball game for the first time tonight. Lob inside for Holman. Back to Vanderwall. Here's Stockamp. Tried to turn the corner, cut off, got it inside to Holman. Double teamed. This is Canedo, drives across the lane, left corner. Shot from the wing is up and no good. And Lakeland with the offensive rebound, and they'll get a chance to reset. Inside, Hoopenthal couldn't get it to go, and Vanderwall's got the rebound. Quickly to the other end. They'll get it in the corner for the 3 from Savick that's no good. And Carlson's got the rebound. A lot of up and down in the first 3 minutes of this one, but not a lot of scoring to this point. Lakeland with a 4-2 lead. Canedo down the lane, kicks in the corner for Carlson. Baseline drive, and it rattles around and falls through, and Lakeland's out to a 6-2 lead. Oh, I think they forgot to start the clock. They did. They're going to run a few seconds off, and they'll run it down to 4:58. And here's a whistle and a foul up front on the Lakers.
Foul number 30, Zoe Bowman, her first, 10 seconds.
Bowman picks up her first. That's 2 on the Lakers. 2 team fouls apiece here in the quarter. Here's Savick, launches a deep one from the corner. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Lakeland. Canedo's got it back the other way. Up ahead for Carlson. Carlson tried to throw it inside for Ryan. It was deflected out of bounds by Kendall Holman. Won't go. And Angola's got it back the other way. They trail it 6-2. Just over 4.5 to go, and that's going to be a blocking foul against Lakeland Zoe Bowman. That's her second. Really, that foul probably could have went either way. Pocock over to Stockamp. Lakeland in that 3-2 zone. Here's Pocock right side for a triple. That's no good. And the rebound comes down to Lakeland's Carmen Reddick. Up no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's out of bounds. Who did touch last? And they'll say Angola basketball. Low scoring start here in this one. Angola got the first 2 points relatively early and haven't scored since. And Lakeland's put up 6 since then to have the 4-point lead. That zone by Lakeland has forced Angola pretty much outside the 3-point line for most of this quarter. And they can't get it to go, and then here's a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Savick. That's her first. 3rd team foul against Angola. Hornets come with some full court pressure. They'll get it to Canedo. Over to the left side, used up her dribble. Bounce pass across the timeline for Carl. Out to Canedo. Here's Carlson for 3 straight away. Blocked by Holman. Carlson got it back, and then a blocking foul going to be called against Angola. Inside, Carlson got wide open and couldn't get it to go. And then the foul after the rebound by Angola. And Ryan commits the foul. Team fouls even at 4 apiece now. Back iron, no. Loose ball on the floor, scrum for it. That's going to be a held ball, and the arrow points to Angola. Here's Vanderwall up top to Savick. Now to 2:09 to play in the quarter. And a 3 from Stockamp. That breaks a long Angola drought. First bucket for Stella Stockamp. And then Angola forces the turnover. Well, it doesn't seem like you're playing really well offensively, but you get one bucket and all of a sudden it's a 1-point game. That kind of changes a lot. Vanderwall out kicks for Stockamp. Extra pass for Savick. Her through behind the arc. She's got 5 points. Inside it goes for Reddick. Had it blocked by Holman. Stockamp coast to coast. Flips it up. No, but she's fouled and will shoot 2. Extend their lead. First one's no good. For Stockamp, she'll have one more. Missed them both, and Reddick's got the rebound. Off to Canedo into the front court, being chased from behind by Savick. Now got it to Carlson. Right side it goes for Huppenthal. And another steal by Angola. Here's Vanderwall, pulls up in the lane. Right side kick for Savick. That 3 rolls off. And a battle for the rebound. And Holman was standing out of bounds when she touched the basketball to go to Lakeland. And Lakeland's going to have to burn a timeout as Canedo was trapped in the backcourt and the count was on. 8-6, Angola will play the winner between East Side and West Noble tomorrow night at a site yet to be determined. The boys game, Angola and Lakeland. The winner of Angola wins, they'll host tomorrow night. It'll only be Angola's second game, or third game since Christmas. They had that big win over Mississinawa just before New Year's. Last Friday night, they went on the road and got a win at Prairie Heights. And they'll be back in action here this evening. But I'll tell you what, to win this tournament, no matter who wins it, it's going to be tough because you're going to have to win 3 games in 3 nights. Here's Carlson down to the baseline. Almost turned it over. And now bodies on the floor everywhere. Savick to Stockamp. Now Pocock. Angola looks content to hold it maybe for the final shot. Nope, Stockamp will take the deep 3. High archer wouldn't go. Battle for the rebound, and we've got a held ball, and that'll be Lakeland basketball. Lakers have the arrow. Angola will press full court. If you could get a turnover in a hoop here and then get the ball to start the quarter, that's a double win. Stockamp couldn't get it to go. Vanderwall a putback. Down to 4 seconds. Canedo into the front court. Got it up ahead to Reddick. Her shot won't go, and that's going to do it for the quarter. So the turnover actually played into Angola's favor as Lakeland got it on the possession arrow. Angola in turn forced the turnover. Plus, they got the possession arrow in their favor and will have the ball to start the second quarter. We're back after this. Angola leads at 10-6 on Hometown Media.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Any. Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com. Steuben County REMC.
First of two here tonight at Lakeland in the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament. As we go to the second quarter, Angola leads Lakeland in the girls' game 10-6. Second game of the night between Angola and Lakeland boys should be a dandy. Angola comes in at 8-2. Lakeland will be 7-3 at tip-off. That should be a really fun way to cap off the night. Lakeland got the ball with the possession arrow. And then the Hornets score and get it back to start this quarter. He tried to force it inside. It was tipped away. And Huppenthal came up with a basketball. Lakeland crowd wanting a foul. Couldn't get the early second quarter whistle, but they'll turn it over. Up ahead, Stockamp. Tried to split two defenders, and that's going to be a travel. Just wasn't quite enough space there. Here comes more full court pressures. We mentioned at the start of the broadcast, Angola won the first matchup back in December 57-41. As that foul goes against Stockamp, her first. That's the first against Angola here in the quarter. That ball is knocked away, loose on the floor, and Lakeland comes out with it. This game's physical. Bowman down to the baseline, and a whistle and a foul. That'll go against Angola. And again, it goes against Stockamp, and all of a sudden, Stella with two. And she's going to come out of the game as Vanderwall checks back in. Or excuse me, Aspen Sutton's back in the ball game. We are a long way away here at Lakeland. And another Lakeland turnover. And Angola gives it right back. Bowman comes up with a steal right down the lane with the left hand and puts it in. And it's the first bucket for Zoe Bowman, and it brings Lakeland back to within two. It's 10-8. Vanderwall, strong move to the bucket and puts it in. 4 for Kendall Vanderwall, and that'll be another Lakeland turnover. Angola's pushed the lead back to 4, 6:19 to play here in the first half. Pretty good crowd for a Wednesday night, and a game that was originally scheduled for last night, but canceled because of the treacherous driving conditions late yesterday afternoon into the evening. Here's a wind-up three on the left side by Savick that wouldn't go, and on the rebound, a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Angola, and they'll put that on Sutton, and that'll be her third. And now Angola's going to have to bring Brenley Knox, the 5'1 freshman, into the ball game. As Angola's starting to face a little bit of foul trouble now, 3 on Sutton, 2 on Stockamp, and we've still got 6:12 to play here in the first half. uniform maintenance for Brindley Knox as she comes into the game. Officials made her tuck the jersey in. And now here comes Angola swarming on defense as Lakeland tries to get it up the floor. Bowman does into the front court. And somehow they'll work it over on the right side of the jumper's up and good for Carmen Reddick. And it looked a little chaotic, but in the end it worked out for the Lakers. They cut it back to 2. It's 12-10. Inside, Holman a chance for a three-point play. This game's got a little emotion early. Substitution for the Lakers as Mackenzie Carlson has checked in. Angola trying to push it to a 5-point lead for the first time. They've toyed with a 4-point lead for a bit now, and Holman sticks it in the free throw to complete the 3-point play. Up ahead, Carlson. Nearly a steal from Savick. Canedo over to Carlson near the far corner. Trying to throw it inside for Reddick. Now it went to Chloe Yoder. Back out it goes for a deep three from Caitlin Ryan. And it's good. And just like that, Lakeland right back to within 2. And a whistle and a 3-second violation called against Angola. Probably got that one right. But officials are really letting them play along the perimeter. They're letting them use their hands and be really physical. Here's Carlson, drives in, trying to leave it for Reddick, and it's stolen away by Vanderwall. Angola quickly to the other end, the flip for Pocock. Savick inside for a Holman. Throws it back over for Vanderwall. Pocock spots up in the corner. 3 is no good. Loose ball on the floor. And well, we got another held ball. This one will go to Lakeland. This has been an intense physical game right from the tip. Angola with a 15-13 lead. Carlson takes it down to the baseline, cut off by Holman and throws it away. Knox got the steal to the other end, couldn't get it to go, and Brindley Knox will go to the free throw line. Carmen Reddick picks up her first. That's 3 on the Lakers here in this quarter. First free throw from Knox, no good. She'll have one more. Yeah, that's off the front of the rim, no, and Reddick's got the rebound. Lakeland can tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3 as we come up on the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Canedo, a deep 3, and that's good, and Lakeland jumps back in front, 16-15. Inside to Holman, ball knocked away and loose, and Lakeland comes out with it. Canedo into the front court. Down to the baseline, and a whistle and a foul on Angola. And a timeout on the floor. Lakeland erases a 5-point lead. They now lead it by 1.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. We're here to help you do it.
Back at Lakeland, It's the quarterfinals of the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament. Lakers lead the Hornets 16-15. We've got 3:45 to play here in the first half. And what has been an emotional, physical first half. Carlson will get it in as it comes into Umsbaugh. Works the dribble up top. Now hands back off to Carlson. Finds a seam down the lane, too strong off the glass. Reddick's got the rebound, put back wouldn't go, and Holman hauls it in for Angola. Off to Vanderwall, into the front court. Lobs it in for Holman, knocked away, ball loose on the court. Still loose. And now a held ball, and the arrow points to Angola. They are really letting them scrum for it. This is one of the more physical girls' games we've seen in a while. To the rim for her 5th point of the night. Carlson inside for Reddick, had it blocked out of bounds by Holman. (17-16). Angola seesaws back on top. Canedo just hit a 3 a minute ago from that spot. That one's no good. And the offensive rebound by Yoder. Putback rolls off. No, and it comes down to Holman. Off to Vanderwall. Angola into the front court. Vanderwall bump from behind. No call. Now has to save it. Lakeland back the other way. Canedo. Hands off for Yoder. And then, man, as physical as they let this game be, they call that foul. It's an offensive foul against Lakeland. And that's going to go against Carmen Reddick. And that's 2 on her. 4 on the team here in this quarter. We're down to 2:10 to play. Had an answer to this point tonight. Is the inside spin move from Kendall Holman. Angola again by 3, 19-6 out the rebound. Angola looks to extend the lead as we get closer to halftime. And that's off the foot of Vanderwall and out of bounds. It'll be Lakeland basketball. Hoopenthal has checked back in now for the Lakers. 1:26 to go before halftime. He's been nip and tuck pretty much all the way. Biggest lead was 5 for Angola. Here's Carlson. Bounce pass into Reddick. Out it goes to Hoopenthal. Pulls up on the baseline. Can't get it to go. And the rebound comes down to Vanderwall. Zigzags through traffic all the way to the basket. Then had it stripped away by Carlson. Now Lakeland will run it the other way. Down to 48 seconds. That's loose on the floor, and they say Vanderwall, after she made the steal, crossed the end line. It'll stay with Lakeland with 37.4 to go. Substitution is Zoe Bowman is back off the Lakeland bench. They try to throw it in the corner to Hoopenthal, and it's knocked out of bounds by Angola. So we'll try again. 36.9 left. Holman will guard the inbound. And Lakeland's going to have to burn a timeout. The count was on. And Coach James Benson thought it might be getting a little too close, so he burns the timeout. Second game will come up about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this one here tonight. It'll all be on one stream. We'll take a pause between games, but the girls' game and the boys' game will be on the same stream. Boys will tip off, as I said, about 25 minutes after the conclusion of the girls' game. And Both teams want to move on, but for Angola, you win, you get a chance to go home and host the semifinals. Another big boys matchup tonight. 8-2 Westview taking on 7-1 Fairgrounds. It'll be Angola basketball. Angola gets it back with a three. Here's Savick. Inside Holman. Finds Vanderwall. Shot fake. Spins into the paint. Layup good. That's 6 for Vanderwall. Angola equals their biggest lead. And that is going to be off the foot of Carlson. Ball loose, and that's going to be over and back. Angola's going to chance to score again because they're going to get the ball right there. Savick will inbound. They're trying to deny it to Vanderwall. Comes into Brenly Knox. Back to Savick. She'll take the three. It's off the back iron at the buzzer. And that will send us to halftime. Not a ton of scoring, but a very physical first half of basketball here in LaGrange as Angola takes a 21-16 lead to the locker room. We're back with more in a bit. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
Prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a
Therapy, where people go to get better.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Back in LaGrange at Lakeland High School, halftime, Angola leads Lakeland 21-16. Don't forget, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Jeremy Bracey with RE/MAX Results. He's proud to serve our community with the same heart and dedication you see on game night. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your next, Jeremy's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 260-466-5037 and let's reach your goals together. Jeremy Bracey with RE/MAX Results. Well, here at the break, Angola has had 4 different players score in this game. Kendall Holman has a game-high 7 points right at the moment. 5 for Vanderwall, 5 for Savick, and 3 for Stella Stockamp, who had the big 3 to break a long scoring drought for Angola early in that first quarter. Meanwhile, for Lakeland, they've had a really balanced attack. Canedo's got 3. 4 points for Umsball. 4 for Caitlin Ryan. Zoe Bowman with 2. And Carlson has 2. So that's the scoring for the Lakers. It'll be Lakeland basketball to start the third quarter. And the big bugaboo for the Lakers in that first half was the turnovers, and a lot of those were on the Angola end of the floor. The Hornets were able to convert several of those into points. Angola opens the second half in a 3-2 zone. We saw that zone be very effective in the win over DeKalb on Saturday. Over in the corner, Carlson got a clean look for a 3. It's no good. And the rebound comes out to Stockamp. Stella, nice feed up ahead for Savick. Off the glass, wouldn't go. Battle for the rebound, and Lakeland comes out with it. Canedo, left side. Here's a 3 on the way that's up and no good from Bowman. But the offensive board will keep the possession alive for the Lakers. Carlson puts it on the floor, down to the baseline. Her pass hit the side of the backboard, and Angola comes away with it. Vanderwall up ahead for Savick, off the glass and good. 7 for Ella Savick. And Angola now with their biggest lead. Here's a long 3 by Canedo. It's no good. Battle for the loose ball, and Stockamp comes away with it. There's a lot of hand fighting when they go to the floor. Other end, Savick couldn't get that one to go, and Lakeland's got the rebound. And Ryan throws it off Vanderwall and out of bounds as she was on a tightrope down there on that baseline as she was surrounded by Savick, the baseline, and Vanderwall. Nowhere to go, so she throws it off of Vanderwall, and Lakeland gets to keep the possession. Feed inside, shot by Huppenthal won't go, and Angola's got it back the other way. Drive no good, rebound, shot up and in by Savick. She now has a team-high 9. Angola coming with a full court pressure. 9 points is their biggest lead of the evening. And Lakeland wants a timeout as Coach James Benson senses things may be starting to creep away just a little bit as the Hornets have pushed the lead to 9. We're back after this. You're You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
25-16, Angola has pushed their lead to 9. That's the biggest of the night. And Coach James Benson calls the timeout, I think, more to just settle his team down a bit. Angola again comes out with that full court pressure, and that's going to be a foul on Stockamp, but that's going to be her third. So 3 on Stockamp. That's the first against Angola here in the quarter. Sutton also with 3 fouls for the Hornets. Lakeland nearly turned it over again, and then they do. Sutton will bring it across the timeline. Lakeland stays in that 2-3 zone, and they'll force the turnover. Canedo quickly into the front court, pulls just inside the free throw line and drops it home for her 5th point. And that was a much needed bucket by the Lakers. Inside for Holman. Out it comes. Sutton will take the 3 straight away. That's no good. Angola the offensive rebound as Savick was inside to get it. Here's Vanderwall. Kick in the corner for Pocock. Drives baseline. Got it to Holman. Had it partially blocked, and Lakeland comes away with it. So the Lakers a chance to get a little bit closer. Carlson throws it over on the left side for Bowman and takes it down on the baseline and just ran out of real estate. Nice feed down low, and Pocock couldn't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. It's loose on the floor. Ryan went down to the ground to get it, and then Lakeland will turn it over. Savick comes away with a steal. Here's Stockamp in the paint, and that'll be a held ball. It'll stay with him. Well, they called a foul. They called that one on Ryan, and that's her 3rd. And we're a long way away, but it looked like a held ball from here, and then Holman gets the bucket for her 9th point. And Angola again leads it by 9. Hornets won by 16 when these two teams played just a little less than a month ago on December the 18th. That's out of bounds. It'll stay on this end. 57-41 was the final back on December the 18th. Here's Canedo, another 3. That's off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to Vanderwall. Runs it into the front court. Against the wall and puts it up and in. And for the first time tonight, Angola's got a double-digit lead. Hoopenthal can't get it to go, and Angola's got the rebound, and then a held ball will send it Angola's way. Down to 3:12 to play here in the third. Vanderwall, right corner. It goes for Sutton. Back to Vanderwall. Strong drive into the paint. Contact and a late whistle will send Vanderwall to the free throw line. Vanderwall working on an 8-point night. Puts that one up and in. Now becomes the third Angola player with 9 points, joining Savick and Holman. And she can take over the team lead in scoring right here with the second free throw. Got them both, and Angola threatening to pull away here late in the third quarter. They lead at 31-18. In fact, Lakeland hasn't scored this quarter. That was an air ball, and it's saved right to Savick. Savick gets it through traffic. Spot up three for Vanderwall is good, and Lakeland might need another timeout. Lead has ballooned now to 16. And that's blocked out of bounds by Holman. And now they're going to say it's Angola basketball. And James Benson, that's what he's saying over there on the sideline. (34-18). Angola the lead in the basketball. Here's a three in the corner that's no good. And Canedo comes up with a rebound for Lakeland. Trying to spark the Lakers into some kind of offense here late into this third quarter. They've been shut out for nearly the first 6 minutes of this third quarter. Here's a drive to the basket, no good, and then stepping on the end line was Bowman. And the ball goes back to Angola with that 16-point lead and 2:07 to play here in the third quarter. And now Angola wants a full timeout. We'll take it with them back after this. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
Back at Lakeland, first of two tonight here in the Northeast Corner Conference quarterfinals. In the girls matchup, Angola right now with a 16-point lead over Lakeland, 34-18. In fact, the Lakers have not scored here in the third quarter. Winner will move on to the semifinals tomorrow night to play either Eastside or West Noble. And that game would be, well, could be one of three places. It could be at Angola, or it could be at Eastside or West Noble, depending on who wins that boys' game. Hornets will get across the timeline against the full court pressure. And the deep three is up and no good from Stockcamp, and Lakeland's got it back the other way as we're under 2 minutes to play here in the third. That's out of bounds. It'll go back the other way. Trying to get the pass up ahead to Pocock. Just a little bit out of her reach, out of bounds. Back to Lakeland with 1:36 to go. Should have a good one in the boys contest. That'll be coming up about 25 minutes after this. Reddick missed a wide open layup, and Vanderwall's got the rebound back the other way. Lakeland still has not scored here in this quarter. Pocock wide open for the three, and that's no good. And a lot of contact on the rebound. And I'm guessing they called a held ball. It'll be Lakeland basketball as they shift the arrow back to Angola. As we dip under a minute to play here in the third. Canedo from deep, that rattles out and falls through, and that snaps a big-time scoring drought for the Lakers. And it cuts the Angola lead to 13, and the Lakers will force the turnover. For Coach Benson, you've got to be thinking, hey, if we can just get this down under 10, we've got a shot in the fourth quarter. As they were on the verge of taking maybe a knockout punch from Angola. Now all of a sudden, after the three from Canedo, they've got a little bit of life. Here's a runner in the lane that's up and good. That's 5 straight for the Lakers as Umspaugh gets the hoop. And the Lakers get the steal. Canedo puts it in. That's 7 points in about 25 seconds. And then Angola will look like the Hornets turned it over again, but they say that Pocock didn't touch it. And all of a sudden, Lakeland's got it down to 9 when it looked like they were on the verge of a TKO. Now they're right back in it. Let's see if Angola can push this back to double figures. Vanderwall spins, can't get it to go, and Lakeland's got the rebound. Down to 2 seconds, and they're going to call a foul. That'll be 3 free throws. With no time left on the clock, Savick commits her third. And that's going to send Umspaugh to the line. And she's got a chance to make this really interesting heading to the fourth quarter. The first one's up and good. Boy, she's got that high arcing free throw. Second one is no good. She gets 2 out of 3. Lakeland in a much better position now than they were about a minute and a half ago. They were facing a knockout punch. We are back with the fourth quarter. After this, you're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Jeremy Bracey with RE/MAX Results. He's proud to serve our community with the same heart and dedication you see on game night. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your next, Jeremy's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 260-466-5037 and let's reach your goals together. Jeremy Bracey with RE/MAX Results. And we're so grateful to have Jeremy and all of our sponsors on board for this year for exciting Angola athletics as we head to the fourth quarter. Well, just about 2 minutes ago was a 16-point Angola lead. Is now 7. Inside Holman lost the handle, and Lakeland's got it back. Canedo pushes it into the front court. Tried to get it out to Umspaugh. That was deflected into the backcourt as Madeline Umspaugh tracks it down. Throws it inside as it goes in for Bowman, and she had it taken away. Looked like the end of this game was going to be anticlimactic, and now not really sure. Lakeland trying to make a push here in the final stages. Canedo, a spot up 3. That's no good. Battle for the rebound. I think they're going to get Canedo with a push. And that will be the call. So Dulcie Canedo picks up her first. And a whistle and a foul there, and that'll go against Bowman. And the Lakers get another steal. Canedo right down the lane, puts it up and in, and this is a ball game now. Lakers have cut a 16-point lead down to 5, and Angola turns it over again. And the shot wouldn't go the first time, put back again. Wouldn't go from Rettig. And then Angola gets the rebound, and Coach Kayla Walker wants a timeout. 34-29, Angola leads at 6:44 to play here in the fourth quarter. And tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Autocraft Auto Body. From the classics to the contemporaries, they do it all. Collision repair, custom paint, and bodywork. They even restore the classics. And don't forget, you get to choose who repairs your damaged vehicle, not your insurance company. Call Autocraft Auto Body and let Rob or Jamie give you an estimate. 260-665-0077 or stop and see them 1001 South Wayne Street in Angola. Well, this would look like it was headed to be a walk-off for Angola. They had a 16-point lead late in the third quarter. In fact, Lakeland went the first 7 minutes of the quarter and didn't score. And then they had a flurry of 9 points in the last minute. And now they've added to it here in this fourth quarter, and they've cut that 16-point lead down to 5. It's an 11-0 run, and Angola will turn it over, and Rettig travels. Hornets dodged a big bullet there. They'll get it into Savick. Up ahead, Holman drives it all the way to the basket and couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Angola, and then a whistle and a foul. Actually, I think they called another. They called on Vanderwall. That's her second. This has been a very physical game. Here's Rettig. Canedo sets up for the 3 that rims out, no good. And the rebound put back up and in by Huppenthal. And Lakeland's cut it to 3. And that's a 13-0 run by the Lakers. Stockamp commits the foul. That's her 4th. It's the second against Angola as Huppenthal completes the 3-point play. And it's a 14-0 Lakeland run, and they have cut Angola's 16-point lead to 2. Hornets nearly turned it over again. And now here's a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go on an Umspaugh. So Madeline Umspaugh, the freshman, commits the foul. That's her first. We've got a long way to go. 6:16 to play here in the fourth quarter. Lakeland has all but wiped out a 16-point deficit. And honestly, that 14-0 run has come in a game time span of about a little over 3 minutes. Here's Vanderwall. Trying to get the backdoor cut to Pocock, and it's taken away. And believe it or not, Lakeland can tie or take the lead with a 3. Canedo down to the baseline, almost traveled. Now got it to Umspawn. We're tied. 34-34. 5:22 to play. Here's Stockamp. Got it to Pocock. They're chasing with a double team. Almost traveled. Now looking for some help. Got it to Vanderwall. Vanderwall up top. Has it against Reddick. Now Stockamp. Had it knocked away and stole it. Now it's loose on the floor. Vanderwall on the ground after it. And they're going to give Lakeland the timeout. I don't think they had the basketball. Man, I didn't think anybody had control of that ball. And I guess they did. Reddick had the basketball when they called the timeout. 4:52 to go. We're back after this. Crazy finish coming up from Lakeland on Hometown Media.
With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy?
Back in Lakeland, Angola had a 16-point lead with a little over a minute to go in the third quarter. And Lakeland has stormed all the way back on a 16-0 run to tie it up at 34 all. And it's hard to believe Lakeland went almost the entire third quarter without scoring. You know, it was to the point where we were wondering if they were going to be able to score in the fourth quarter. They wrapped it up by scoring 9 points in a little over a minute, and they have kept it going right through into this fourth quarter. And it's amounted to a 16-0 run and a basketball and a chance to take the lead. Vanderwall comes up with a steal, but then throws it away. Carlson flips it up. No. Loose ball rebound, and Umspawn got it. And then commits the foul. That'll be the fourth on Lakeland. That's her second. Savick checks back into the lineup for Angola. 34-34. Here's Holman on the other end, and that'll stop the drought and gives Angola back the lead. And it also puts Kendall Holman into double figures with 11. And Holman's got the rebound on the other end. Coming up on the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Here's a spot-up three by Stockamp that won't go. Holman the rebound, spins, puts it back up and in. 4 big points for Kendall Holman. She leads all scorers now, or ties Vanderwall for game-high honors with 13, and Angola will commit the foul on the other end. Bowman is checked back into the ball game as she comes in to replace Hoopenthal for Lakeland. Canedo set to inbound. Comes into Bowman over on the right side. Drifts down near the corner. He'll chase the ball back up top to Canedo. Deep three is no good, and Sutton wisely lets it go out of bounds, and it'll be Angola basketball with 3:39 to play and a 4-point lead. More full court pressure by Lakeland. Comes into Savick. And there's a foul on Carlson. That'll be 5 team fouls on Lakeland, so that'll send Vanderwall to the free throw line. And for Carlson, it's her second. Vanderwall tied with Holman for team high honors with 13. Now she's got 14. So a 16-0 run by Lakeland to tie it up. And right now Angola has answered with a 5-0 run to regain the lead. Vanderwall hits them both. She's now got 15. And Angola's lead back to 6. Canedo tried to get it to Reddick. It was deflected away. And Angola comes out with it. Now it's loose on the floor again. Angola will get it up to Holman, and she will lay it up and in. Boy, Kendall Holman has been huge in this fourth quarter for Angola. She's got 15. Ties Vanderwall for game-high honors, and on the other end, Bowman throws it over the backboard. It'll be Angola basketball. Up ahead to Stockamp. Holman again on the other end. Count it, and a foul. What a fourth quarter for Kendall Holman. $17 for Kendall Holman. And a chance for the three-point play. And just like that, Angola, who give up the 16-0 run, allowed Lakeland to tie the game, runs off an 11-0 run of their own. And now leads at 45-34. Coach James Benson not happy down there on that Lakeland sideline as Stella Stockamp is fouled out of the ball game. Lakeland's got it back, comes into Reddick. Shot won't go, and the rebound to Vanderwall. Got it to Sutton. Back to Vanderwall. Lakeland playing some really chaotic defense, and at times it's really given Angola fits. It's off the back of the rim, no good, and the rebound comes down to Mackenzie Carlson. It'll be Lakeland basketball, but now time starting to become a little bit of an issue for the Lakers, who came all the way back with a 16-0 run to tie it at 34. Now Angola has answered with an 11-0 run to retake an 11-point lead. Here's Reddick. He'll bring it across the timeline. Pulls up from the free throw line. It's no good, but a whistle and a foul on Holman. Reddick's free throw up, no good. She'll have one more. Boys game will come up about 25 minutes at the conclusion of this one. Second one, banks it in. That cuts the lead back to 10 as that's knocked out of bounds by Zoe Bowman. Inbounds comes in the corner to Savick. And that's going to be a foul on Canedo, and we'll walk to the other end, and it's going to send Kendall Vanderwall to the free throw line. It's been a Kendall kind of night for Angola. Kendall Holman with 18, Kendall Vanderwall with 15. And Vanderwall's got a chance to add to it right here, and the first one's good. Second one bounces off the side, no good. And the rebound is out of bounds. Last touch by Lakeland. It'll be Angola basketball with 2:08 to go. Hornets pushed it back to a 10-point lead. Here's Savick. Angola's got a chance to run a little bit of clock here, you would think. Pocock down to the baseline. Back out it comes to Savick. Her three just left of the circle won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Lakeland. Now a held ball, and the arrow points the way of the Lakers. Canedo into the front court, crossover, left corner, it goes for Carlson. Carlson runs it around, got it to Reddick, she'll put it in, and a foul. Big bucket for the Lakers, that brings it back to within 10, or into within 9. So the Lakers have got it back into single digits, and this is about when they began their 16-0 run that ended the third quarter and started the fourth quarter. Reddick's free throw is off the side, no good. Rebound knocked around, and Lakeland will come out with it. Bowman comes up with a loose ball. Out it goes to Carlson. She'll take the three. That's no good. And on the rebound, a whistle and a foul. And who's this going to go against? Going to go against Angola, but who? They'll put it on Holman. And that'll be her third. That's 5 team fouls on Angola, so both teams now in the bonus. And the first free throw's up and good from Caitlin Ryan. That cuts it back to 8. And Angola is going to burn a timeout. 1:24 to play here in the fourth. Angola leads at 46-38. We'll take a quick timeout. Back after this. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Free throw was no good, and Angola's got the rebound. Vanderwall brings the dribble across the timeline, down to 1:13 to go. Wide open inside. Pocock puts it in for her first bucket of the night. Here's Carlson across the top of the key. Looking for a seam. Now out to Canedo. We're down to 50 seconds to play. Lakeland going to have to hurry. They're down by 10. Canedo's shot won't go. And the rebound to Vanderwall. And she's fouled from behind by Canedo and will walk to the other end. And Vanderwall will go to the free throw line. Couple of here, and Vanderwall could tie Kendall Holman for game high honors. Canedo, the only player to hit double figures tonight for Lakeland. She's got 10, and Vanderwall's free throw is good. Game a little bit lower scoring than the first one these two teams played. Angola won back on December 18th, 57-41 as Vanderwall hits them both, and that's probably just about going to do it with 43 seconds to go. And Now Angola with a 12-point lead. Reddick will kick it in the corner. Canedo will take the three. That's no good. Long rebound tracked down by Vanderwall. Behind the back dribble and lays it up and in. That was an impressive move by Kendall Vanderwall, and that's going to do it. 52-38. Angola is going to move on to the semifinals against the winner of Eastside and West Noble tomorrow night. And they're going to be rooting hard for the boys to try to get them a home game tomorrow night. Down to the final 5 seconds. That's going to do it. That's a final. Angola wins it 52-38. As Kendall Holman will lead all scorers with 20. Kendall Holman finishes with 18. And Canedo, the only player in double figures for Lakeland, as she finishes with 10 points. Final score in game number 1, Angola wins it 52-38. And that's going to wrap up our first broadcast of the night. Game 2 coming up, boys action between Angola and Lakeland. Winner to the semifinals. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Some see a student athlete.
Welcome back to Lakeland as we get ready for boys action here this evening. Angola girls already picked up a win to move on to the semifinals as they knocked off Lakeland by a final score of 52-38 behind 20 points from Kendall Vanderwall and 18 points from Kendall Holman. So they will take on the winner of Eastside and West Noble tomorrow night. Now the boys team, there's a little more at stake for this game because the winner will get to host the semifinals tomorrow night, and the winner of this game will take on the winner between West Noble and Lakeland. That will be tomorrow night, and the championship games are set for Saturday night at West Noble. The girls' game will be at 6, and the boys' game right around 8 o'clock or so coming up on Saturday. But we're just about ready to meet tonight's starting lineups between Lakeland and Angola here in this quarterfinal matchup that was suspended last night. Somebody's right in front of the camera.
Good evening, fans. The students and staff of Lakeland High School want to welcome you to round 2 of the NECC Boys Basketball Tournament. Proudly sponsored by the Range Noble and Steuben County REMCs. Tonight's matchup features the Hornets of Angola against the home team on the scoreboard, the Lakeland Lakers.
I guess we'll do the best we can and so we can get somebody to move. We are a long way from the camera. There you go, your starters for Angola. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the 7-3 Lakeland Lakers. So there you go, your starting lineup for Angola and Lakeland, quarterfinal round of the NECC tournament. Angola girls already advanced. Angola in the road purple with the gold trim, or gold numerals, black numerals trimmed in gold. And Lakeland in the home whites with the Carolina blue trimmed in red. Angola left to right on your screen as we get action underway here this evening in game 2 here from Lakeland. And the tap is controlled by the Lakers. Arroyo's got it. Drifts over to the left side, finds Merrifield. Angola with a distinct size advantage. Lakeland may be just a tad bit quicker. Out it comes. Here's a three from Hartsoe, and that's how this game starts. Kyle Hartsoe drops down the three, and the Lakers grab an early 3-0 lead. As I mentioned, the Lakers are 7-3. Angola comes in at 8-2. On the other side of the bracket, you've got 7-1 Fairfield taking on 8-1 Westview. Here's Caswell, drives baseline, and he'll put it in for his first bucket, and Angola's on the board. This gym really has a tournament-type feel to it tonight. This is Kyle, got it to Arroyo. Back it goes to Hartsoe, drives in the lane, caught off by Caswell. Now Cook. Arroyo got free inside, then dishes off from Merrifield. And he lost the handle, but fortunately for the Lakers, it was picked up by Cook, and they'll turn it over. Pass up ahead. Here's Weber, leans in, puts it off the glass. No, but ripping down the rebound was Tyler Ruppel. Out it comes to Caswell, and he drains the three, and Angola has their first lead. .550 to play. We're early first quarter. Lakeland got off to the really quick start when they got the deep three from Hartsoe to get the scoring going, but since then their offense has kind of bogged down a bit, and they'll turn it over there, and Angola gets it back and a chance to build on a 5-3 lead here early in the ball game. Stuckey swings it left side. This is Ruppel, comes across the top of the key for Caswell. Caswell, all 5 of Angola's points here early. This is their leading scorer. Knox strong to the basket, draws contact, and he'll shoot 2. You start looking at Angola. Stuckey's 6'4". Ruppel's 6'4". Knox is 6'5". Crew Weber's 6'5". Big size advantage for Angola as Knox's first free throw rims out. And Caswell 6 foot. Knox second, rolls around and falls through. His first point of the night. Angola leads it by 3, 6-3. Hartsoe goes right side for Kyle. Drive down the lane, shot no good. And I think the length of Angola really took off there, but the Hornets will throw it away on the other end. Pass for Ruppel was a little tall, couldn't catch up to it. And that'll give it right back to Lakeland. Inside, here's a turnaround jump by Arroyo that's no good, but a rebound pulled down by Cook. Now Kyle. Right corner for Cook. Angola's been man-to-man pretty much the entire way. Left side, here's Hartzell for three again. That's off the back iron, no, and Angola's got the rebound. Stuckey's got it, tries to go coast to coast, dumps it off for Knox, and he's bumped from behind, and that'll be Lakeland basketball. Letting Arroyo take care, getting his shoes tied. Keon Arroyo, he's a big part of that Lakeland football team the last 2 or 3 years. Goes over to the right side, kicks over on the right wing. Kyle had it knocked away, loose on the floor, and that'll be Lakeland basketball. Now Lakers have some numbers back the other way. Here's Cook to the basket for two. It's a 1-point Angola lead, 6-5. Knox for three, that's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Sam Kyle. Off to Cook into the front court. Here's a three for Kyle, that's no good, and Stuckey another rebound. Dip under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Knox muscles his way inside, couldn't get it to go. Weber gets the rebound, and he's fouled on the way back up, and he'll shoot two. So Arroyo picks up the foul, his first. That's two on Lakeland here in the quarter. And Weber's free throws off the back iron, no good. First substitution, Dane Lance is in for Angola as he comes in to replace Tyler Rupel. And second one no good, but knocks the offensive rebound of the putback. Angola again by three, it's 8-5. Inside it goes for Cook, spins high off the glass and good for Levi Cook. And Levi Cook has four. That's the Angola lead back to one. It's 8-7 as we work our way to the 2-minute mark. Down to 2:13 to play here in the first quarter. Caswell for three again, that's short. And Cook's got the rebound. Lakers looking for numbers back the other way, but it's knocked away from behind by Knox, and now Angola back the other way. Here's Lance, strong to the basket, high off the glass and good. First bucket for Dane Lance. Or excuse me, Reed Lance. Knew that was going to happen at some point this year. And here's a foul on Reed Lance. So Arroyo inbounds. Lance will guard it. He comes in for Cook. Up top it goes for Kyle. Back over to Arroyo. Now Hartzell back to Arroyo. Lakeland had the early lead 3-0. Angola took it right back from him on 5 straight from Caswell and has not relinquished it yet here in this quarter as we come up on a minute to play. Down to a minute 13 to go. Kyle with it. Right side it goes for Cook. Inside a minute, here's a three from Hartzell that's no good, and Angola secures the rebound. Caswell down the lane, kicks it out for Lance. Pulls up, fires over left side for Stuckey. Bounce pass into Knox at inside position and puts it in. 5-point lead, the biggest of the night for Angola. That's 5 for Niles Knox. Bounce pass inside. Cook turnaround jumper won't go, and the rebound to Caswell. Caswell works it right side. Arroyo cut him off. Out it goes to Stuckey. He'll fire at the horn. The three is no good. And we go to the second quarter. Angola leads it by 5 here in the quarterfinals of the NECC tournament on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education
Arroyo will bring it across the timeline. Got it inside to Merrifield. He'll spin and put it in. That's 6 in a row now for Lakeland. And they've cut that lead down to 6. That's loose on the floor. The Lakers will come out with it. This has got shades of the girls' game when Lakeland was down by 16 and went on a 16-0 run. That shot no good. Now all of a sudden this game's got some big-time pace. And bodies flying everywhere. The whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Sam Kyle. Angola keeps the possession. We're down to 3:18 to play here in the second quarter. Stuckey, left side it goes for Caswell. Inside, Stuckey's got his first bucket. Angola again by 7, 20-13, and Lakeland will throw it away. Caswell comes up with a steal. Caswell got it to Knox, strong drive, count it, and a foul. And Niles Knox will have a chance to lift the lead back to double figures for the Hornets. Holbrook picks up the foul. And Knox puts down the free throw, and Angola again leads it by 10. And that's 10 points for Niles Knox. Came in averaging over 15 a game. Here's Arroyo. Drives it down the lane, and that's going to go on Knox, and that'll be number 2. Or check that. That'll be the first on Niles Knox. And it'll be the third on the team here in the quarter. And free throws coming up for Keon Arroyo. First one's up and good. Got them both. And Sam Kyle is checked back in now for the Lakers as he comes in to replace Arroyo. Here's Knox at the elbow. Kicks it out for Caswell, drives in and tried to throw it out for Stuckey. It was deflected out on a nice play defensively by Levi Cook. And Rupel's pass out of bounds. Caswell saying it was deflected. But officials look like it from here, but we're a long way away. Down to 1:25 to play. Here's Hartsoe. Hartsoe again trying to get into the paint. Nice job by Angola to cut him off. Now he's got it again, left of the circle as we come up on a minute to play. This has been a pretty good defensive possession for Angola to this point. Out it comes. Hartsoe will take the three. That's short. And Holbrook's got the offensive rebound for the Lakers. And then the Lakers want a timeout as TJ Schneider will call the timeout. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Autocraft Auto Body. From the classics to the contemporary, they repair them all. Collision repair, custom painted bodywork, and restoration of the classics. And don't forget, you've got the right to choose who repairs your damaged vehicle, not your insurance company. Call Rob or Jamie for a free estimate. 1001 South Wayne Street in Angola, 260-665-0077. Hornets leaded by 8, 23-15. We've got 54.7 seconds to go. It'll be Lakeland basketball out of the timeout. Lakers also have the possession arrow, so they could potentially play this for a last-second shot and then get the ball to start the third quarter. Angola's biggest lead was 11. Lakeland was able to get it down to 5, but then Angola ran it right back to 10 and currently at 8 points. I think the game probably a little lower scoring than what a lot of people thought it might be coming in. Angola already picked up a win in the girls' game, 52-38. Inbounds comes to Hartsoe. Holbrook got it back to Hartsoe, down to 37 seconds. Angola's been really good defensively tonight. Hartsoe works off the screen left side. Got it to Merrifield. Keegan Merrifield hands it off for Kyle. Down to 19 seconds to play in the half. Kyle against Weber. Back out it comes to Cook, down to 5 seconds. Lakeland's got to figure out something to do. Now they'll throw it down low. Holbrook drives in, they'll throw it out, and that's a 3, and they got it off too late. And that's the end of the first half. Angola takes an 8-point lead to the locker room. They lead at 23-15. We're back in minutes. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more. Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more. Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more. Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more. Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
Working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Just about ready to start the third quarter here at Lakeland. Angola with a 23-15 lead. They were led in that first half by Niles Knox with 10 points. Tommy Caswell had 7. For Lakeland, a pretty balanced attack for their 15 points. Nobody with more than 4 for the Lakers, as Levi Cook has 4 and Braden Holbrook off the bench has 4. We'll see how the second half plays out. Angola dominated the glass in the first half with a size advantage that they have at nearly every position. Angola built the lead to 11 at one point, then Lakeland came back and cut it to 5. Angola got it back to double figures, and then Lakeland able to get it to the 8-point halftime deficit. And somebody 16 minutes away from moving on to the semifinals of the NECC tournament to play the winner of Eastside and West Noble, and the winner of this game would be the host. So Angola not trying to get themselves a home game, they're also trying to get the Angola girls team a home game tomorrow night. Point lead late in the third quarter, and Lakeland went on a 16-0 run to tie it up, and then Angola answered with an 11-0 run to push the lead back to double figures and then cruised across the finish line. Here's Arroyo. A little jitterbug step. Got in against Weber. Leans in. Weber blocked his shot. Good patience by Weber, and then we've got a held ball, and that'll be Angola basketball. Stuckey used up his dribble, throws it up into the front court. Now Angola's got numbers, and Rupel's got an easy bucket. Almost looked like Angola was trapped, and then they found a way out of it and got an easy bucket, and they run the lead back to 10. It's 25-15. Check and haven't seen a score on the Westview Fairfield game. Here's a drive to the bucket, counted for Kyle Hartsoe, and a chance for a three-point play. And that's the other big game in the quarterfinals tonight, and that's on the other side of the bracket. So no chance the winner here would meet the winner there until the final. Hartsoe missed the free throw, and Knox has the rebound. So still an 8-point lead right where it was at halftime. As Stuckey brings it into the front court. Picked up by Levi Cook. Left side it goes for Rupel. Caswell down the lane to the bucket and rolls out. That thing was down and then came back out. Lakeland trying for a cheap one on the other way, but Had it knocked away from behind. Now Angola will get one on the other end. Well, it looked like Lakeland was going to beat Angola down the floor, but the Hornets recovered just enough to get the stop. Here's Arroyo with a little baby hook in the lane that's no good. Stuckey the rebound. Tried a long outlet to Rupel, and the pass was picked off. Arroyo will throw it inside for Cook. Back out it comes to Kyle. Drives it down low for Cook. Missed it. Rebound put back up by Keegan Merrifield. It wouldn't go, but he's fouled and will shoot two. Of course, thanks for the corporate sponsorship for the NECC tournament from the Steuben County REMC, LaGrange County REMC, and Noble County REMC. Merrifield misses the free throw. He'll have one more. Edwin rattles home. So 1 out of 2 for Keegan Merrifield. And it's 27-18. Caswell right side to Stuckey. Down to 5:40 to go in the quarter. Rupel throws it down low for Knox. Here's Stuckey down the lane for a two. 4 for Ryan Stuckey, and Angola leads it by 11. And Weber deflected the pass, but it hit the inline. It'll stay with Lakeland. Was knocked away from behind, and then a whistle and a late foul. And that's going to go against Lakeland. Arroyo picks up the foul. It's his third. And that's the first against the Lakeland Lakers here in the third quarter. Rupel to the free throw line. Now Weber finds Knox. Out it comes to Caswell. Caswell pulls up right of the lane, too strong off the glass. Rebound Knox, and he'll put it in. That's 14 for Niles Knox. Angola trying to put a little distance in between themselves and the homestanding Lakers. That rolls off, and Caswell's got the rebound. A 13-point lead, that's the biggest of the night for Angola. Stuckey can't get it to go as Angola got multiple opportunities. And Stuckey is fouled and will shoot two, and a chance to extend the lead for the Hornets. And a full timeout taken by the Lakers. We'll take a break with them. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
31-18, that's the score as Stuckey heads to the free throw line out of the timeout. Right now the 13-point lead, that's the biggest of the night for Angola, and Stuckey's trying to make it even bigger, and the first one's up and good. That's out the front of the rim, no good. And Merrifield's got the rebound, trying to dribble out of trouble, and fortunate was able to do so. Arroyo comes across the timeline. Left side it goes for Cook. To Kyle, now back to Arroyo. Arroyo has it against Caswell. Down top of the key it goes to Merrifield. And Merrifield tried to back in, and a whistle and a foul on Niles Knox. That's the second on Knox. As Reed Lance is going to check in, and Rupel will have a seat on the Angola bench. Here's a three on the way by Kyle. It's no good, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Angola basketball. (32-18). Angola playing with possession and the lead as we're under 3:20 to go. Up top, Caswell got an open look and buries the three. And things starting to slip away a little bit from the Lakers. They trail at 35-18, the biggest lead of the night for Angola. Inside and an easy bucket for Levi Cook. Got free down on the baseline. They found him and he was able to just lay it in. That's 6 for Cook. Caswell down to the baseline, cut off, comes out to Weber. And then a timeout is going to be taken by Brian Weber in the Angola Hornets. Hornets lead it by 15, 2:35 to play here in the third quarter. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Angola took the timeout. They've got possession of the basketball, 35-20. They lead it by 15 with 2:35 to play here in the third quarter. The team's trying to get to the semifinals tomorrow night. Winner here will host the winner between West Noble and Eastside. And Angola girls patiently waiting in the wings to see where they will play, if they'll have to make a road trip tomorrow night or if they will get a play at home as well. Of course, the game's postponed last night because of the snowy conditions. That means whoever wins this tournament is going to have to win 3 games in 3 days. tonight, tomorrow night, and the championship on Saturday. Here's Caswell. Now he comes to Rupel. Now Lance. Back to Caswell. Strong drive. Nice feed down low for Knox, and two more for Niles Knox, and he's got a game-high 16. And then commits the foul on the other end. So the lead back to 17 for the Hornets. As Weber checks back in for Angola, Knox will have a seat. Cook got inside, and he's got two more. That was a nice up and under move. 37-22 Angola. Down to a minute 48 to play in the third. Lance. Got it back out to Caswell. Now Stuckey. And Stuckey just lost the handle, and Cook comes away with the basketball. Minute 20 to go, third quarter, 37-22 Angola. Martso to Arroyo. Goes it inside for Merrifield. And a whistle and another foul on Angola. That'll be the fifth against the Hornets here in this quarter. So that means free throws coming up for Lakeland as Niles Knox is going to check back into the lineup, and Stuckey will get a breather. So Keegan Merrifield goes to the line. He's working on a three-point night. Holbrook is back into the game for Lakeland. He came off the bench to score 4 in that first half and kind of gave the Lakers a spark after the first time they got down by double digits. And both free throws good for Merrifield. And it cuts the Angola lead to 13. It's 37-24. Just over a minute to go, and Angola turns it over again. Here's Hartso, got it down low. Cook will lay it in. And this is very similar to the girls' game where Lakeland used a late flurry at the end of the third quarter to overcome a 16-point deficit en route to a 16-0 run. And all of a sudden, the Lakers have cut it to 11. That is 6 straight points. And Brian Weber says, let's talk about it. He calls a 30-second timeout. So no matter the outcome of this one, we'll be somewhere tomorrow night. Angola boys can pull this out. We'll be at the high for the Lady Hornets at 6. And then we would have Angola boys at around 8 o'clock tomorrow night, if they were to pull it out. If Lakeland wins, we'll be right back here tomorrow night. Let's see what Angola does out of the timeout. Down to 38 seconds to play. Lakeland does have the possession arrow. Inside Knox, left it for Lance and had it knocked out of his hands on the way up. It'll stay with the Hornets. Lob in for Stuckey. Tried to flip it out to Weber, and it's deflected out of bounds by Holbrook. Here's Lance down to 8 seconds. Got it to Rupel, down to 4 seconds. Now Stuckey runs it into the lane, had it knocked away, and Angola runs out the clock and didn't get a shot away. After 3, 11-point lead for Angola. Trip to the semifinals of the conference tournament on the line when we come back with the 4th after this on Hometown Media.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Jeremy Bracey with RE/MAX Results is proud to serve our community with the same heart and dedication you see on game night. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your next, Jeremy's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 260-466-5037 and let's reach your goals together. Jeremy Bracey with RE/MAX Results. We head to the 4th quarter. Angola still leads it by double digits. It's an 11-point lead, 37-26. It'll be Lakeland basketball to start this quarter. Hornets led it by as many as 17 in that 3rd quarter. After Lakeland got that mini run of 6-0, it kind of stayed right in that range for the remainder of the quarter. Now they've got a chance to get a little bit closer as we start the 4th quarter, and they have the basketball. Here's Arroyo. Bounces over to the right side, guarded by Knox. Now Holbrook back to Arroyo. Holbrook back to Arroyo. 3 on the other side won't go, and the rebound comes down to Angola. Quick outlet to Rupel, couldn't get it to go. And back the other way comes Lakeland. Arroyo got it to Kyle. Or Hartsaw, rather. Kyle Part was right. Hartsaw into the paint, cut off. Out it comes to Levi Cook. Angola's doing a good job making Lakeland use a lot of clock, and now we've got a whistle from the official down on the baseline. I'm not sure what that was about. Did they call a foul? They called the foul on Rupel. I didn't see it. I didn't even see where Rupel was on the floor. Here's Cook, can't get that to go, and another rebound for Stuckey. Caswell into the front court. Angola looks prepared to spread it out a little bit. 6:37 to go. They tried to force it down to Knock. Near steal, Caswell almost got it. Pass Scott to Hartsoe, but couldn't get the shot to go, and another rebound for Stuckey. He has owned the glass here in the second half. Got it across the timeline against Cook, holds it up. Angola still playing with a double-digit lead, 37-26. It's right where we were at the end of the 3rd quarter. And we've played over 2 minutes of the 4th quarter scoreless. Rupel drives in, got it back to Caswell. Stuckey almost turned it over again. Loose ball picked up by Rupel. Weber, nice feed for Stuckey, flips it up, no, got his own rebound, and he'll dribble it back out, and Angola will reset. Here's Rupel from the corner, that's good. And all of a sudden, it's a 14-point lead, and Lakeland turns it over with 5:02 to go. Hornets will inbound. It comes up top to Stuckey. Knox found a seam, lost the handle, ball knocked out of bounds. Will stay here with Angola. Here's Knox, got to step down the baseline, and he's fouled and will shoot two. Foul was on Cook, gets his throws up and good. He now has 17. Building had a good atmosphere tonight. Niles Knox misses the second. Rebound knocked around, loose on the floor. And Lakeland will come out with it, trailing by 15. Cook almost carried it. And then they'll turn it over. Pass went right through Merrifield's hands and out of bounds. And the Hornets almost turned it over. Cook hadn't touched it. That probably would have been an over and back. That three by Rupel a minute ago was only his second field goal of the night. He's got it again. Strong drive to the hoop, and it's blocked out of bounds, and will stay on this end. 4:01 to go. Angola leads it by 15. Lakeland's only scored 8 points here in the second half. Here's Caswell. Over in the corner to Knox. Knox, baseline drive, muscles it up, no. And it's out of bounds, and again, we'll stay on this end. And the Hornets will take another full timeout. 3:50 to go. Angola leads at 41-26. Back after this on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
(41-26). Angola's got the lead. 3:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Winner moves on to the semifinals of the NECC tournament tomorrow night. And it seems like the Hornets have never really felt like they were being challenged tonight. I know it was tight a little early, but they felt in control after they took their first lead. They were able to lead it by as many as 16. And right now lead it by 15 with just 3:50 to go. And defensively, they have held Lakeland to just 8 points in the second half. Knox missed a point-blank range shot. And then Lakeland comes out with it, and then the foul committed by Angola. Foul was on Stuckey. It's his third. And it's the second against the Hornets here in this quarter. Here's Hartsoe. Works behind the back against Caswell. Merrifield inside. Maneuvers, couldn't find the spot to put it in. Then Hartsoe had it blocked, but a whistle and a foul is going to go against, is it Weber? Yeah, they'll put it on Crew Weber. That's his first. 3 against the Hornets here in this quarter, but We're down to 3:16 to play, and it's still a 15-point Angola lead. Hartsoe drops home the first. Of course, with the postponements last night because of the weather, that wiped out the consolation round of the tournament that generally would have been played tonight. Hartsoe got them both. And it cuts the lead to 13 with 3:16 to go. Inbounds for Stuckey. Lakeland looking to set up a trap. He does the right thing, throws right to the center of the floor. They got around the pressure. Knox couldn't get it to go on the other end, but he's fouled and will shoot two. And Merrifield will pick up his fourth. That's the second against the Lakers here in this quarter. Free throw's no good. Missed them both. And Lakeland's got the rebound. Here's a three on the way that's up and no good from Kyle, and Angola's got the rebound. As we're under 3 minutes to play, and Angola still leads it by 13. And nearly a steal by Knox, just couldn't catch up with it before it went out of bounds. Here's a back into the paint, and Holbrook's got two more. He's had a nice game off the bench for Lakeland. 41-30, 11-point lead as we work our way to the 2-minute mark, down to 2:15 to play, and Angola turns it over. And Lakeland will take a timeout. That will be a 30. Of course, these two will play next month, the very last game of the season, to wrap up the regular season. So the first of two. Of course, with the realignment last year, sectional-wise, Lakeland now considered a 2A school, and they are in the same sectional with Westview and Prairie Heights. So Lakeland will inbound it. Here's Holbrook over to the right side, used up his dribble. Up top it comes for Arroyo. Under 2 minutes to play. Arroyo couldn't get the shot away. Angola's defense has been pretty good all night. Here's Holbrook, out it comes to Arroyo. Inside Merriweather, shoots over Stuckey and couldn't get it to go, but they'll call the foul on Ryan Stuckey, and Keegan Merriweather will go, or Merrifield rather, will go back to the free throw line. That's 4 on Stuckey. We're down to 1:46 to play. Merrifield drops home the first. That cuts the lead to 10. It's 41-31, but you get it down to a 3-possession game here with 1:46 to play. It's not over. And Merrifield does just that. 41-32. Here comes the full court pressure. Comes in to Angola. Caswell get it up ahead to Knox. Reverse layup, good. Big night for Niles Knox. He's got 19. Here's Cook into the lane against Stuckey, who's playing with 4 fouls. Back to Merrifield. And losing the handle that time. That was Kyle, and Angola comes away with it. And we're down to 1:15 to play. It's an 11-point Angola lead. And the Hornets will turn it over. As several people starting to head to the exits. Here's Arroyo, backs down the paint against Knox. And a deep three is up and good. And a quick timeout taken by Lakeland. Merrifield stepped out and hit the three. And Lakeland takes the timeout with 53.9 seconds to play. It's a 43-35 ball game. As the big scoreboard says 46-43. Now it says 43-43. It's kind of like I dozed off or something. Now it says 43-35. Had me worried there a little bit that maybe we just spaced out and missed some of the game. That's, I'm gonna lie, that could happen from time to time. About 8 points, that's as close as Lakeland has been in a while. 43-35, it'll be Angola basketball out of the timeout after Merrifield buried the three. Inbounds comes to Caswell. Runs it into the front court. Now out to Stuckey, down to 48 seconds. Lakeland still got a couple of fouls to get before they would send Angola to the free throw line, but Rupel got loose inside and picks up the easy two. Runs it back to a 10-point lead, and that should just about do it. Here's a drive in the paint, and the flipped up shot is good by Hartsoe. 45-37, but just 18 seconds left. Long pass up ahead, and Rupel got it to Knox. He's got two more. And a foul and a chance for the three-point play with 10.4 seconds left. It'll be a doubleheader at the Hive tomorrow night. Angola girls will play at 6. The boys will play at 8. (48-37). That's going to do it. Arroyo takes the three. It's no good. Stuckey with the rebound, but and a whistle and a held ball. It'll be the Hornets ball with 2.4 seconds left. All they've got to do is inbound. They do, and that does it. Niles Knox leads Angola with 22. Caswell had 10. They were the two Hornets in double figures as they clear the scoreboard rather quickly. But that's going to do it here tonight. Angola moves on to the semifinals where they'll have a doubleheader. There you go. Well, you can see it briefly. They'll have a doubleheader at the Hive tomorrow night. Angola girls will play at 6. And the Angola boys will play at 8 tomorrow night, with a chance to go to the conference championship at West Noble on Saturday night on the line. That's going to wrap it up for us here in LaGrange tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Great to have you with us, and we'll see you tomorrow night.